Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. If you like The Mike Wagner Show and you want to make your own podcast, well, let me tell you about Anchor. First of all, it's free. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. You can also add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are endless. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. This edition of The Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs? The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift of Grandma's recipes, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809 or visit PictureThisPhotoBooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bringing your memories back to life. They're whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. It's time to give a shout out to our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international award-winning author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, then you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia. Available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. It takes place in 4 countries with 2 strangers and 1 target where truth is an illusion and those you love will be the first to go missing. It's available in paperback and ebook on Amazon. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and is even loved by Hollywood celebrities including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today. Order Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, now available at Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, iTunes, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Mike brings you great guests and interesting people from all across the globe. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another great episode of the Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. It's 1-800-303-3960 or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mian Mohsen Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and enjoyed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mian Mohsen Zia, available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books. Remembering is a key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at a wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs, huh? Well, the holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift for Grandma's recipes or just because, those smiles and tears will just melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw, Picture This Photo Books at 646-798-0809 or visit PictureThisPhotoBooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books. Bring your memories back to life. The whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show on over 30 podcast platforms, including the Mike Wagner Show. Also on Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Apple Music, Anchor FM, Google Play, and more. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner's store or the Mike Wagner Show podcast for t-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, hoodies, tote bags, and makes a great gift. If you're going shopping this weekend, make sure you take Mike Wagner Show with you. And for more great gift ideas, including t-shirts, pop sockets, and more, go to Amazon.com/me and Molson Zia for great books like Missing, Once, Wrinkles, and more. Check it out today. And don't forget to support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, as well as PayPal at the Mike Wagner Show or Mike Wagner Voiceover, and support us at MikeWagner.com, the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can check it out and make sure you donate today. He's backed by popular demand, Billboard Top 10 recording artist and Music Row country breakout charting singer-songwriter. And of course, we talked about his latest release, Dust Bowl American Stories. We'll be playing a cutoff of that. And we also talked about before with Appalachia American Stories. So Dust Bowl is one that got him over the top. And we're going to be talking about his latest, Appalachia American Stories, and play one of his cuts. And he's also won numerous awards, including 2 Grammy certificates. And he got inducted into the Indie Music Hall of Fame in Hollywood back in 2020. And the latest album entered into the 64th Grammys for Best Americana Album. Live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios out in the Appalachians, or wherever you want to find somewhere Americana, the multi-talented singer-songwriter back with the latest song, Down to Hatchby Road. And he just got back, ladies and gentlemen, Grant Maloy Smith. Grant, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us once again.
Hey, it's great to be here, Mike. Thank you so much for having me again.
Well, it's great to have you back. I mean, you're backed by popular demand. They want you back. And of course, you're a Billboard Top 10 recording artist and Music Row country breakout charting singer-songwriter. And one of the albums that got you up to the top, it stayed 17 weeks on the chart, Dust Bowl American Stories. But the latest, Appalachia American Stories, got you some really good songs like The Coal Comes Up, The Redhead Girl from Hazard, which is my redhead girl, and Gas Station Chicken. I just had some Gas Station Chicken. It's really good, by the way. And we'll be playing at the end of the show on the audio version of the Mike Wagner Show, Down to Hatchby Road. And before we get into all that, once again, Grant, just quickly tell us how I got started.
Wow, I got started. Boy, I think I was probably 5 years old, and I heard rock and roll on the radio, and I decided I had to be a musician. And even at that age, and my grandmother also, she was from Kentucky, and she played me what she called her mountain music, Appalachian music. And I guess it turned into country and bluegrass in the decades that followed. But that sort of took a hold in me later in life, and I made the big switch from more popular kind of music over to the roots music that I do today that I love so much. So I've been doing it my whole life.
Mm-hmm. He also won numerous awards as well, too, and including 2 Grammy certificates. And you got inducted into the Indie Music Hall of Fame in Hollywood of 2020. I mean, you accomplished a lot during that time.
Well, I'm old now, so I guess, I guess I can accomplish a couple of things. But I think for me, it's about the music. It's not really about the awards. Not that I don't care about them, because they can help your career a little bit, but the music is the most important thing. Trying to write the best songs I can possibly write, and reaching people with the music, and seeing when you play a song and it really touches somebody emotionally, and you can see that in their face, you can see it in their behavior. For me, that's the real reward. That's why I write songs. Mm-hmm. That's why I play songs.
Mm-hmm. And also the one album that got you on the charts for 17 weeks, including 11 in the top 10, Dust Bowl American Stories. I mean, that was just a feat right there.
Yeah, and that's not easy to do for an independent artist, especially these days when people don't buy a lot of music anymore. They mostly stream it. That's why I'm sort of fighting against that, actually. I mean, I know streaming is not going to go away. I can't make it go away. But at the same time, and it's a good thing. It just kind of killed the sales of records. But I decided to make a record. In fact, this is a copy just of the LP. But I made a big box set with the LP, and I wrote a book about Appalachia and with stories behind the songs. And I also give you a CD and a few other little things like that. But I created something that you can't stream that. It's a thing you hold in your hands. It's got a lot of texture to it, a lot of depth to it, and there's no way you can't reproduce that by streaming it into these little things in our ears. It's just not the same experience.
Not even these guys. I've gotten used to it.
They just can't hold when you have a real record like we had when we were kids, right? You had a real record, and it spun around on a turntable, and you put the needle down. And then you'd lie in your bed and look at the liner notes, look at the album cover. If it opened up, that was a great treat. You could get more pictures and more information inside there. That's what I'm trying to bring back in my own small way. That experience of touching the music, and more than just streaming it through the wireless Ethernet or through the ethos, to really put your hands on the music and be part of it.
One of my favorite parts was, you talk about, with the records and everything. I love watching the record label just spin and spin and spin. I mean, that was my favorite. And if it was warped a little bit, that was even better. You can just check it out, how it goes and how steady it is. So
Exactly. I remember when my daughter was about 8 or 9 years old. She had never seen a record before. She had only had CDs in her life. And we went to this antique store, and she saw this big bin of old, big 33 RPM black records, right? And she looked at one and said, "Is this what CDs were like when you were a kid, Dad?" And I said, "Yeah, yes, more or less." And then she flipped it over and she said, "Are these lines? Is that the music?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Wow, you guys were so lucky. You had music on both sides of your CDs." And she thought because it was so big, she thought there must be 400 songs on this thing. I said, "No, it's like 20 minutes aside."
I guess
Different technology.
I guess her question was like, how do you fit that thing into a CD player? I guess that was her next question.
I think she had seen a record player, but so she knew they were much bigger, but still didn't quite get the concept, at that age. It was very cute.
And of course, we'll talk more about, Appalachia American Stories and your latest Down to Hatchby Road and your other singles in just 1 minute. Listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking at a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is an illusion and those you love be the first to go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews and even loved and enjoyed by Hollywood celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Forbes Riley, and many others. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Molson-Zia. Available on Amazon. Also, the Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books. Remembering is a key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. Who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs, huh? Well, the holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance and makes you laugh and cry at the same time? What if a gift of Grandma's recipes or just because? Those smiles and tears will just melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw. Picture This Photo Books at 646-789-0809. That's 646-798-0809. And visit picturethisphotoBooks.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books. Bring your memories back to life. The whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com and over 30 podcast platforms. Check the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram and Twitter today for great gift ideas, including tote bags for your loved ones, go shopping, or throw pillows, something to sleep on, t-shirts, and more. Go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast or the MikeWagnerShow.com. And for more great gift ideas, including t-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, throw pillows, and more, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia and check out Missing, Once, and Wrinkles. Don't forget to do so today. Also support the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com. Also on Anchor FM/support and PayPal. And make sure you do so today. We're here with a multi-talented Billboard Top 10 recording artist and musical country breakout artist, Grant Maloy Smith, here on the Mike Wagner Show. And let's continue on with Appalachia American Stories. And feel free to hold it up. And I love to hold that album. And there was also a few songs in there before we talk about your main one, like The Coal Comes Up, The Redhead Girl from Hazard, which my wife's a redhead, and Gas Station Chicken. And before we run out, get some Gas Station Chicken, and tell us about some of the music, especially the ones we mentioned.
Well, the whole album is about Appalachia. It's set in that world. It's meant to represent the culture and some of the history of the region. It's where my family's from, both sides of my family. And there's a lot of great culture in Appalachia. There's a lot of also a lot of misunderstanding of the region. It gets a bad reputation or a bad rep or rap, I guess that's the right term.
Bad rap, yes.
Some people will think it's full of hillbillies and just drunk people and that kind of thing. And that's totally unfair, of course, and a stereotype.
Mm-hmm.
And those aren't good when they're used against anybody. I wanted to bring a better understanding of the region to people. And I think that one of the best exports that the region has is in fact the music of it. Appalachian people have a different way of eating, a different way of drinking, a different way of dancing, they have their own way of, own kind of music, and they have their own culture there, which is connected, of course, as part of the fabric of America, but it is unique and it hasn't changed a lot
Mm-hmm.
compared to other places in the country, which have become more and more homogenized, with each other, just because of modernization and highways and chain stores and all the rest of that. And it's not that Appalachia doesn't have those things. I think that time just moves a little bit differently there because people are more traditional in a lot of ways, in the way they think and their outlook. And those are good things. So the music is meant to capture all that, to bring a better understanding of the region and a better appreciation of the region. It's one of the most beautiful places in the world. I mean, that. You've been to West Virginia, you've been all over the place. And it is, West Virginia is the only state that's completely within Appalachia, as a matter of fact. The other states, about half their state or a third of their state is in it, like Kentucky and Tennessee. It's the eastern sides, and Virginia and the Carolinas, it's their western thirds, let's say, roughly, that are in the hills. Even a little bit of Pennsylvania
Mm-hmm.
in the middle. So it's a beautiful place, and I just wanted to bring that to people, to let them feel the humor of the place, to let them feel the beauty of the mountains and what they mean. They're metaphorical. Hills and hollers, mountains and valleys, the ups and downs. That's what makes life. That's what makes it what it is. There's good and then there's bad. There's dark and light. There's hills and hollers, and there's no better representation of that than that region.
Mm-hmm. And of course, too, it's also known for the coal area as well, too. Like the coal comes up, and tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, in fact, there's two songs that are related to coal on the record. Coal's been a very important part, as everybody knows, of Appalachia, and it started to wane about in the 1940s when we switched to using oil to heat our homes.
Mm-hmm.
So we still need some coal to make steel, but we don't need as much as like we used to when everybody heated their house with coal. So that's been waning now for the last 70 years or so, 80 years, and it's caused a lot of heartache with some people because they've relied on that their whole lives. And I didn't want to get too political on the record, but I did want to, in the first song, The Coal Comes Up, it's really just through the eyes of a coal miner himself, having spent his whole life underground, digging up coal and providing for his family. He's proud of what he did. He's certainly not ashamed of it. He worked hard his whole life and in a very dangerous, very challenging job.
Mm-hmm.
And it's meant to celebrate hard work and the ethic of hard work. It's not meant to be about politics. And then there's another song called By and By the Way, which is about a real disaster, the biggest disaster we ever had in the coal mines back in 1907 in West Virginia, up near Fairmount, of the northern part of West Virginia. There was more than 350 people killed in one moment when there was a gigantic explosion. One of the cars, somehow it got loose and it careened back into the mine and caused a fire, which immediately made the gases explode in the mine and killed a lot of people. So that's a song about that on the record too. I mean, ultimately, it's also a song about sacrifice because so many people went into there and even gave their lives trying to get miners out, and nobody came out alive.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, there's one guy he's from Pennsylvania. He was a Scotsman who had been a miner. He was retired, called John Nary, and he heard about it. He read about it in the newspaper, and he went right down there. Well, not too far from where he was in Pennsylvania, and he spent 4 days going in and out of that mine trying to get people out. And ultimately, he died of pneumonia on the fourth day.
Wow!
Because he just wouldn't sleep, he wouldn't stop, and he's a real hero.
Mm-hmm. And definitely so as well too. And I did read some stories about explosions, especially in that area as well too. And we're all not immune to it too. And I talked about parts of Kentucky as well too. And you talk about the red-haired girl from Hazard as well too. Good old Hazard, Kentucky. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Yeah, in fact, that's my mother. The red-haired girl from Hazard is my mother.
So that's
where
the
she was
one. Okay,
from.
now we know the secret.
Yep, she was from Hazard. Her mother was from Hazard. Her mother was from Hazard. Going back into the early 1800s. That's where my family were from. Hazard and that Perry County in general. There's a bunch of towns around in that county. Hazard's the county seat of Perry County, but there's other towns around like Breathitt and Letcher and so on. There's a bunch of towns, and I have a lot of family there. I had a lot of family that worked in the coal mines too, and a couple of them got covered up, as they say. They got buried in a mine or got injured grievously in a mine. It's a dangerous work. Not easy. Not easy at all.
And of course, the fact there's surface mining, which has some hazards as well, too. And of course, a shift in energy and everything else. But that's for another subject at another time as well, too. But we're here to focus on the music. And one of the tracks I seem to like, and a lot of listeners get a kick out of, is Gas Station Chicken. And what inspired you to write about Gas Station Chicken? It's like there's nothing wrong with Gas Station Chicken. In fact, I like it better than some of the chains out there, to be honest with you.
That's for sure. I've had some gas station chicken that was way better than the big brand everybody knows about. But I won't say who they are, but everybody knows who they are.
We don't need to. We don't want to start chicken wars. I'll tell you that.
No. I eat that once in a while, but I just wanted to have some levity on the record, and it's a big part of the South in general. It's a big part of Appalachia specifically, and I've been traveling, playing my music for many years, and I've had the occasion to enjoy a nice meal of gas station chicken. I just imagined a little kind of almost a romance where this guy goes into this gas station and he's kind of smitten by the girl who behind the counter, the young lady, and she's also the one that makes up the fried chicken, and she really makes it right there. It's not just like something frozen and they throw it in the microwave. I mean, there's the good ones are where they make it right there, make it from chicken, not raw chicken. You know what I mean? They make it for real.
And I can go for some right now as well, too. And we'll be talking about your latest Down to Hatchby Road, along with the video, and we'll be playing the audio version of it at the end of the interview. We'll talk about that in just 1 minute. You listen to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of The Mike Wagner Show, international war-ring author Mia Molson's of Missing, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Also brought to you by Picture This Photo Books. Remembering is a key ingredient. Call Karen Shaw 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. We'll be back with Grant Maloy Smith and his latest Down to Hatchby Road from Appalachia, American Stories, after this timeout. This edition of The Mike Wagner Show is brought to you by Picture This Photo Books, where remembering is the key ingredient. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. And who doesn't miss Grandma's meatballs? The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whatever gift of Grandma's recipes, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809 or visit picturethisphotobooks.com. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 10% off your first order. Picture This Photo Books, bringing your memories back to life. They're whimsical, casual, or formal, and always uniquely you.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention The Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Ray Powers. And if there's one thing you can count on in these unpredictable times, it's that you're in good hands getting some great radio, courtesy of The Mike Wagner Show.
We're back with Grant Maloy Smith, and we got the song Talk About Down to Hatchby Road here on the Mike Wagner Show off the latest release, Appalachia American Story. So go ahead and show up for everybody here. So pull that out. And yeah, and of course, it's on the video right now. And tell us more about Down to Hatchby Road. I mean, that's a great video that's out there.
Thank you. Well, yeah, we actually went to a river in Townsend, Eastern Tennessee, just below Knoxville, and filmed it. The song is about river baptisms, which are a real thing you see quite often in Appalachia. I've seen them just driving around, and I've been part of them a couple of times. And they're just a joyous experience. It's like a celebration. It's not one of these solemn things where people are dressed up like druids and they're chanting. It's like just a great party, and everybody celebrates the person or persons who have elected to be baptized right in the river, just like John the Baptist did, a couple thousand years ago over in the Middle East. And that's the way it was traditionally done at the very beginning. And not every church does it in a river anymore. Sometimes they have an indoor thing, or they have a little pool they use. And then the advantage there is the water is a lot warmer. But I don't know. I thought there's just something so nice about the real river ones that I made a song about it. And it's meant to be a real celebration. So it's very up-tempo, very fun, toe tapping kind of a song to listen to.
And of course, that's amazing as well too. And where can we find Down to Hatchby Road? Where can we find all your music at, Grant?
Well, probably the best place is to go to my website, which is just my three names. There they are, Grant Maloy Smith. So if you go to Grant-Maloy with one L -Smith.com, then you can see the video for Hatchby Road. You can learn more about the record. You can see all my other records too, and watch a whole bunch of videos. There's also a video for the song "The Coal Comes Up" that I filmed in a mine in Kentucky, down in a mine, for real. There's no green screen there. It's all real. I bumped my head 37 times that day.
At least you learn something. It's like sometimes I get after 38 or 36, and I'm still get these bumps in my head. You see that? Oh, that's how you learn.
Right. So if you go to my website, you'll find everything you want to find about me. And it's got links to social media and all that stuff.
Okay.
It's all there.
Well, that sounds very good. Once again, we're with Grant Maloy Smith here on the Mike Wagner Show with the latest release, Down to Hatchby Road from Appalachia American Stories, and getting them caught up as well, too. Grant, a very big thank you for your time, and make sure you keep us up to date. You're always welcome on my show anytime. And by the way, I forgot to ask you, what can we expect from you in 2021 and beyond, Grant?
Well, boy, I'm just going to keep making videos for this record for a while. I'd like to make one for Gas Station Chicken. I think that would be a great video. I'd have to find a really good looking gas station that had a kitchen inside and that would let me use it. And there's a few other ones too. There's a great song at the end, one of my favorites called "We Got Mountains" that I would love to. I think that would just be a gorgeous video with beautiful like drone and airplane shots of the mountains and the people too. So I've just got a lot of plans to make videos. And then next year, I hope to do a lot more performing. COVID has really ruined that for most of us musicians. Last year, completely devastated it after the middle of March. And this year, not a heck of a lot better. So I hope that turns around next year and that everybody can go back to something more normal, especially in terms of live music, not just the players like me, but people want to go out and see shows too. I want to go see some shows. So I hope that turns around. We got to get it turned around.
And certainly as well too. And of course, you're also part of a group called the Indie Collaborative, and make sure everybody knows about that. You got a magazine and everything else, and make sure everybody knows about that too. Yeah,
if you're an independent musician, you can join the Indie Collaborative totally for free. We have about 2,000, a little over 2,000 members now worldwide. Every kind of music, every kind of person, you name it. Every country, almost every country in the world, I think, except Antarctica, but that's not really a country.
Well, maybe a few penguins. That's about it.
So if you go to indiecollaborative.com, you can learn about us there, and there's a join menu button you can click, and just takes 5 minutes maybe to join us. You don't have to have won a Grammy or anything like that. You just have to be serious about the entertainment field. We have musicians, but we also have people in the business like managers, people like yourself, podcasters, radio hosts etc., promoters, photographers, poets, actors, actresses, dancers, of course, choreographers, you name it. So anybody who's in the creative arts field, in the terms of entertainment, either in front of the camera or behind the camera, we have members. So you're welcome to join us.
And once again, what's the website?
That's Indie Collaborative. So INDIE collaborative.com.
All right, we'll certainly check it out. Once again, Grant, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing. And once again, tell us your website and where can they buy your latest release, Appalachia American Stories, and how do people get in touch with you? Where can people purchase or check out your music?
Yeah, right there on my website. If you go to Grant-Maloy, Maloy-Smith.com, you can do all that. You can buy the record, you can learn about it, you can listen, you can watch videos, you can learn about me, you can download photographs, you can make fun of me, you can do whatever you want right there on my website. You can join the website for free, actually, and then I'll send you a couple of free songs. That's a good thing to do.
We certainly will do so. Once again, Grant, it's great to have you back and looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep yourself today, and you're welcome back anytime, Grant, and we wish you all the best. You've been fantastic.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Thanks, everybody.
Put you on your best white shirt, come down to Hatchabee Road. Tell your ma, yeah, tell them all, we're going to Hatchabee Road. There's a path down to the water, we're going there today. Come get you in the water, wash your cares away. Come on, misters, come on, sisters, down to Hatchabee Road. We're all sinners, just beginners, down to Hatchabee Road. Children, come down to Hatchabee Road. Even if you're 90 years, we're going to Hatchabee Road. There's healing in that water, we're going there today. Come get you in the water, wash your sins away. Come my brothers, all you brothers, down to Hatchabee Road. We're all sinners, just beginners, down to Hatchabee Road. And daughters down to Hatchabee Road. Take them to the water down to Hatchabee Road. Everyone's a coming, the spirits in the air. All good folks are welcome, we got blessings there. Come my fathers, dads and others down to Hatchabee Road. We're all sinners, just beginners, down to Hatchabee Road. Come on misters, come on sisters, down to Hatchabee Road. We're all sinners, just beginners, down to Hatchabee Road. Put you on your best white shirt, go down to Hatchabee Road.
Picture this photo books, where remembering is the key ingredient. Preserving memories, keeping the memories of your loved ones alive as they reach in and touch your heart. How beautiful your mother looked at her wedding, and even more so at yours. The holidays are coming. What better time to give a gift of remembrance that makes you laugh and cry all at the same time? Whether it's a gift of past holidays, grandma's recipes, long ago moments, or just because, those smiles and tears will melt your heart. Call Karen Shaw at 646-798-0809. Once again, that's 646-798-0809. Or visit picturethisphotobooks.com.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Sonic Web Studios specializes in custom web design, app development, social networking, search engine optimization, domain registration, email marketing, online stores, and more. Since our birth, we have been designing and developing immaculate websites and providing web solutions which are a cut above the rest. As a leading web designing enterprise, we have a team of extremely talented web designers who are well-focused and have the experience of working on multiple web developing platforms such as PHP, Magento, custom WordPress, and more. Sonic Web Studios has been helping businesses of all kinds, whether big, small, established, or startup, impress their audiences with exemplary web solutions. We don't just create beautiful and functional websites. We give you a complete online solution with the main goal of enhancing your yearly revenues. We aim to give your business the online exposure and brand acknowledgement that will help you in achieving increased conversions leading to profitable sales. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Thanks for listening to the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, Anchor FM, Radio Public, and themikewagnershow.com. Please support our program with your donations at themikewagnershow.com. Join us again next time for another great episode of The Mike Wagner Show.